Welcome. In this video, will Zbcn coin price make another explosion? We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please watch to the end to understand. When we examine the chart, we see that we are facing a classic downtrend structure that we often encounter in technical analysis. Although the price seems to have been moving under the pressure of this apparent downtrend for some time, a closer look at the current picture shows that this structure is now very close to breaking, and the groundwork for an upward move is being laid. In particular, this type of downtrend structure tends to break at the point where the pressure in the market is gradually weakening, buyers are starting to take positions, and sellers are starting to lose their power. In such downtrends, the price is constantly making lower highs, indicating that market participants are acting cautiously. However, it is a well-known fact in technical analysis that every downtrend has an end, and the beginning of this end is usually marked by a strong and bullish breakout. This is exactly what the chart is showing us right now. Although the price has not yet made a breakout to this falling trend line, the fact that it is very close to the line and the increase in buyer interest, especially with the horizontal support zones concentrated at these levels, gives strong clues that this falling structure may now be nearing its end. Also, the fact that each time the price approaches this trend line, it now faces softer corrections instead of harsh downside reactions, is an important indicator that seller pressure is weakening. This type of behavior usually signals that buyers are gaining courage and that the price may touch this resistance line repeatedly and eventually make a breakout. Especially when compared to past price action, the current increase in the number of contacts to this falling trend line brings to mind the principle of technical analysis that trend lines are more likely to break each time they are tested. It is worth noting that while this falling trend structure may look short-term, when combined with the longer-term outlook, it may actually hold great potential. This is because the break of such important trends may not only be the start of a short-term uptrend, but also the beginning of a new medium to long-term bullish wave. New waves of buying, especially after the break of such structures, can offer investors significant profit opportunities. In addition, the fact that the price is hovering so close to the falling trend line shows that investors are closely monitoring this area and can quickly take a position in case of a breakout. This means that a possible breakout to the upside could be supported by large volume buying, which could lead to a rapid upward move in the price. Such movements appear on the chart as sharp and steady rises, significantly boosting investor confidence. In short, it is possible to say that we are technically in a very critical zone. The price is positioned very close to the resistance of this downtrend, and the probability of breaking this resistance is increasing day by day with the increasing buyer interest in the market. If this trend line is broken on volume, it would signal that the market could enter a new bullish wave. In such a scenario, previous highs could be the first target, followed by higher resistance levels. For traders, such downtrend breakouts are an important opportunity, because such structures are often the first sign of a trend change. If the price breaks this structure to the upside and then tests the broken trend line as a support and holds onto it, the bullish sentiment is likely to persist and the market will turn positive. As a result, the falling trend structure observed on the chart may now be nearing its end. With the price approaching this line and the support of technical indicators, a strong breakout could be coming soon. This breakout may cause the price to gain momentum on the upside and offer new opportunities to traders. But we can't decide the analysis only by trends. Let's look at other metrics. Stay tuned. When we analyze the chart in detail, it is possible to say that the price is currently positioned in a very critical and strategic area. Especially noticeably, a support level located just below the price is the cornerstone of the current technical structure. This support point has worked effectively not only in the past, but also in the current movements, causing the price to turn upwards again. This is an important detail that proves how strong and reliable this area is in technical terms. Support zones are always carefully monitored by investors and traders because they are where buyers are most interested, where the price often changes direction and regains momentum. At the moment, this solid support area just below the price has worked strongly again, as it has in the past, contributing to the price bounce back. This kind of behavior indicates that there is a positive atmosphere in the market and that traders now see this level as a safe haven. This type of support reaction, which is especially common in technical analysis, is often interpreted as the beginning of a new uptrend. This is because the more a support zone is tested and the more the price reacts upwards with each test, the more confidence it gains for investors. This is exactly the case in the current situation. The price reacted strongly to the upside after hitting this support level. This makes it clear that sellers are weakening and buyers are regaining control. It's also worth noting that this support level is a very important zone, not only in terms of price rebound but also psychologically. Because in technical analysis, support points gain strength not only from mathematical data but also from investor psychology. In other words, since investors have seen the price bounce off this level before, they tend to buy on the assumption that the same scenario will repeat itself next time. This further reinforces the strength of the support level. However, the fact that this support area has worked does not only mean short-term bullishness. It can also form the basis for longer-term bullish moves, because if a price action starts to rise from solid support zones, it is much more likely that this rise will be sustainable. In the current chart, if the price gains momentum from this support, it is likely to signal the start of an uptrend that will likely extend over a wider period of time. For the investor, such support reversals create very important opportunities, because taking positions at the lows always has a higher risk-return ratio. At the moment, the support level on the chart is a risk-controlled backdrop that offers traders the opportunity to buy early. Moreover, this support zone has worked many times in the past, pushing the price up and reassuring confidence. This kind of past performance paves the way for positive expectations in possible future scenarios. In addition, setting stop-loss levels below supports in technical analysis makes investor risk management healthier. Therefore, the execution of such clear and distinct support zones by the price is a positive development not only in terms of price action, but also in terms of strategic planning. Because this way, the investor not only knows where to buy, but also clarifies where to place the stop-loss level. In the current situation, the upward reaction from this support has a very positive effect not only from a technical point of view, but also from a general market psychology point of view. The further the price moves away from this support level, the greater the confidence among investors, which in turn provides more support for the upward movement of the price. This is because confidence is one of the most fundamental building blocks of a lasting uptrend in the market. A careful examination of the technical view on the chart reveals a clear downtrend structure in the RSI indicator. This falling structure indicates that RSI values are returning from lower and lower levels, meaning that the momentum accompanying price movements is weakening. However, what is more important here is that this downtrend is now very close to coming to an end, because this downtrend in the RSI is technically mature and ready to break. If this falling trend line breaks upwards, this could have a very positive effect on the price chart. An upward breakout of the RSI's falling trend line is not only a development in the movement of the indicator, but also a very promising signal for price action. Such breakouts usually indicate that the price is also beginning to recover from downward pressure and regain strength. Especially in technical analysis, when the RSI breaks trend lines, it's a clear indication that buying momentum is kicking in and sellers are starting to lose their influence. This signals the start of a new bullish move in the market. It is important to look at the RSI trends. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.